Da, 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 da. Oh, come on. There we go. I'll get everything on here. I can't do it till I go live, so I've always got to wait. I think I leave the volume on. I thought so. Can't do it till I go live, so I've always hush, 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 hush. Okay. So I don't think it has no volume on. I just turned it on. Volume on. I just turned it on. There we go. Okay. I remember to wait. This one's just slower in responding. I don't have that much patience. Let's say go. Okay, I don't want that. There we go. Welcome, welcome everyone. Happy Friday. Was a fast week. There, I think we got it. I think we got that one. We got that one. Let's come on in. How are you guys? I had appointments this week. Just lots of stuff going on, so it was pretty busy. I'll show you what we made last Friday. Get them out of here. We made some ornaments, the Joy ornaments. And then I put, I used a ribbon on them, and I put some beads on them. And a little bow. Let me get a little higher there. That was the reindeer. No, I didn't put a bow on these. Yeah, I did. At the top I did. Yes, I did. At the top. She's got a checkered bow, a black and white. I just glued those little bows on. Those I do have in my link tree if you're interested in them. I got them off of Amazon. And here's the Santa. So I thought they turned out pretty cute. I didn't get to post a picture in the group because I didn't get them finished till later in the week. And by the time I got the bows and stuff on. Yeah, those turned out pretty cute. I thought they turned out pretty cute. Oh, you seen them, huh, Kim? I like them too. I think they're really cute. We're going to paint some tonight. This one I started last Friday after we ended. I stayed up here for a bit. And I started painting this one. And here's one that's done. Pause on my hand. This is a gingerbread one. I think it's pretty cute. And then it's double-sided. You get a piece for each side. And then these clips I have linked in, they're in my Amazon store too. I also have a link in the Etsy listing, I think, for them. So they also have a, and I'm probably going to do those yet too. There's a smaller one that's it's a little bit fatter and it's about half the height. And I get both designs when I buy I get the longer one here for the 4-inch. This is a 4-inch clip. So I get the longer one with it and I get the shorter one. So I'm probably going to do the shorter ones too, at least get them released. So if you guys have wanted shorter ones and not such a big clip. But yeah, I would wear these. I think they're really cute. I sort of like giving them, I'm going to show you how I painted these. This was actually done with mostly markers, to tell you the truth, and ink. But we're going to use some paint tonight on it. Whoops, on them. And I'll show you how I put them together and all the rest of it. It's not too hard. Now I got the hair stuck to my face. I put these to the side. I'll put them over here. The other two clips I have done too, but I didn't bring them up. I didn't think of it. The snowman and the pumpkin one. So I'm going to aim you down here. But welcome, everyone. I haven't purchased them yet, Kim. I'll purchase them this weekend. She listed last weekend after I made my purchase, and usually I go back on Saturday before. You only have to like 11 o'clock on Saturday night to buy them at a discount at the rate. And I never got back there Friday night or Sunday night to purchase anymore. And she added those after I bought the first one. So I'll be listing them. I'll purchase them this weekend, and then we'll get them on there. I'll get them on the elves. I did get the snowmen on today, and I have about 20 more to get listed yet. And they are Most of them are ornaments. There's some of the window box that Sawdust has. Some of them are for her window box. Or it's like her, oh, what do you want to call it? It's her, it's like a window with a box on the front. Like the truck insert goes in and out of. So we're going to paint 2 different ones of the hair combs tonight. We'll start with the scarecrow here. I think these are pretty cute. I grabbed these 2. I got the mummy up here too, but I'm not going to do, I picked these 2. I ended up picking instead of the mummy. So, and hopefully my phone works good tonight now. I rebooted it before I went live. I rebooted the internet. And hi, Kay. I cleaned my lens. I had to order a new screen cover now for my phone because I took that off last week when we were live, trying to get a clear picture. And that's all the parts we have for them. They're not bad. These are out of the 1/8 inch MDF again, so they're nice. They're fairly thin on the combs. So let's get started with this guy. I haven't really thought too much about this guy's color, so let's get we'll start with a peachy for his face. I guess we'll do that first before I decide on what colors I want to go with everything. I did on the other one. I thought about that one more. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it. I want to make them. I don't know. I don't want them painted full bright paint. So I got this little dish of mine out. You can see it here. And I'm going to mix it with some water. And I'm going to make like a watercolor is what I'm going to make with it. So that it's a lot thinner than normal paint. I probably have too much water here. I do. So I'm going to keep it up here. I like that. And now I'm just going to do his whole face here basically. And I'm going to rub some of this off too. Hopefully I don't get it too much in the mouth, which I think I am. The nose and the eyes, the rest of that I don't really care about, but I can put some water in there probably too. We'll see how it works. So I got more than enough water there, to tell you the truth, plenty. But I want it to be fairly, I want it distressed more looking is what I want to do. That's why I put the water with my paint. The designer herself uses a lot of the ink pads. And I have 2. I used it with the one I just showed you. But, what was I going to say? And we may do the other one with that. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. But I don't have the colors I want for the other one either, though, so probably not. Maybe we'll use some ink on this one. If you have ink pads, they're real nice. The eyes I don't have to worry about. And it's such a light paint, it's not even, probably won't even make my colors very dark. I mean, my mouth and that very dark here. I'm going to just try to put some water in there. Lighten it up a little bit. See, and I got it in there. I shouldn't have done that. Do the other side better. Here. I can always take my marker, I guess, too, if it's not dark enough. I didn't want to, but I can. Alright, so we're going to try this again. I'm just going to get a lot less paint on here and make sure it's a lot less. I want him to have more color than what he has. For this. Oh, I'm picturing him anyway. I'm hoping the combs go over good. I think they will. I think they're going to be something new, something fun, you know. The lady's been designing them for quite a while. I just haven't got into them, but I like them. Since day one, I thought they were really cool and cute. I never went and bought the clips or anything, though, and that was some of the problem. But I thought they were really cute. So that's really got enough color for a scarecrow face, if you ask me. So I'm going to leave that, and we're going to do the other one. I think they will be popular, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy her license or not, and I went for it. And a lot of the ornaments I have to list yet a lot of them are her ornaments, and there's a lot of detail on them. We'll paint some of them coming up too. But yeah, she's got some cute stuff. She's got one of the ornaments is for nurses. So if you got anybody in your family who's a nurse and you ever wanted to get them a little ornament, thought that was a neat little idea. There's a golf cart for campers with a tree on the top. There's some cute ones. Then she's got the Christmas collection, which is the Santa and that, but it's more of his clothes hanging on hangers. And that's the one that I loved in the beginning, that I saw in the beginning that I really wanted to do. Until I found out I had, about the license and that. And I think, oh, she ain't got enough that I want. But I love the Santa one. It's his clothes hanging on a hanger, and it's an ornament. But it's just really cute. You'll see, I guess, once I haven't listed them yet. Once I get them listed, you'll see what I'm talking about. I think they're adorable. I want to paint them. Hi, Colleen. Welcome. I do have watercolors, Kay, but I didn't dig them out. I do have watercolors. They're next to me here somewhere. I could use them, but this way, if you don't have watercolors, you can see how to do it too, I thought. Just water your paint down. There. So we got that. Give him his face color. Pretty good. And we're going to do some shading on there anyway. I'm going to bring some, let me get some colors here. What color do I want to go? I might do them sort of like she did, I guess. And I don't think I have that color in an ink. Let me look. We got an orange, sort of. Yeah, yellow honey it's called. I don't think it's going to be bright enough, but we're going to try it. Rusty beige. I got 2 oranges. Okay, let's try these guys. And the next one we'll use more paint too. But you can mix it if you want, like I'm doing right now. You can mix it. It ain't going to hurt nothing. I'm going to get a little brush that I have here too. You can use a Q-tip or a brush. Don't you know, before I came live, I dropped one of my paint bottles here on the floor, and I moved them out of the way because they're all sitting right here. And it cracked. Oops, now I'm dropping again. It cracked it. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right, and before I do it, I'll do it on the back here first to see what kind of color we're going to get. It's going to bring some oranges in, which would be good. And then I'm going to go darker over it is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to bring it around the edges some, so he's not so plain looking. And I think I'll go a little bit up here. Okay, I want a darker orange though. Do it on both of them. I'm always scared to see if I got too much. But you can sort of see it going on there a little bit. But this ink works really good for doing this. It really does. The background on the other one was all ink and markers. I can use my markers too because you can blend that color. If this isn't dark enough, that's probably what we'll do. Let me see what this one looks like. See, and I got orange. I'm going to use the same color here. That's darker. So I'm going to go around here more. And then I'm going to take my brush. Let me see. This one's dry to start here. We may have to get it a little wet. Let's see what it does here. It's got water in it anyway from prior when I was painting a little while ago. All right. And then I'm just going to sort of blend it into the face a little bit. And you want to do it when it's more dry because it'll, you can move it better without getting it too wet. And it's just going to put some color around the outside of his face is what I'm trying to do. I tend to move it all up and then I got to go back and put it on, but that's okay. Bring it in the corners too. Alright. I had a pretty busy week. I had lots of orders that had to be out again this week. Got them all, but just got them done. I worked a little late last night getting them all done. There, I think we'll go with that. A lot of this is going to get covered up, but I just wanted some color under there. So I'm going to do the other one sort of like that too. And I mixed my colors here, so I use the same brush. But oh no, we got this color on that one, so I'm going to take that off. Never mind. Let me get some of the darker. And you can use a Q-tip putting this on. You can use a brush. So I use a brush to blend it, but whatever works for you. This one might be darker. I might have to change that one. Let's see. I think I shipped more stuff out to you this week, Kim. Yeah, it might have been yesterday. Well, no, it might have been before that. I had to call and complain on my mailman. It's actually not my mailman. It's the guy that is running the route because my mailman's on vacation this week. And the same person picks up every Friday because he's off on every Friday. And I'm going to put some in his hat here too. Somebody got the wrong package. Somehow I addressed the wrong one. She actually got two. She got somebody else's in hers. So I sent her a label. But I went to check them to see where the other one was. And it doesn't ever, it just shows that I created the label again. They did that to me last January. All of a sudden I had packages missing, and they showed that they never picked them up. That all I did was create the label, and I would never ship them. Well, yeah, I do. If I create a label, they're ready to go the next day. I don't create a label and let it sit here. There's no reason to do that. I don't create the label until I weigh it up and I know it's ready to go. All right, we'll go with that, I guess. And I think it's going to blend more. You'll see once we get going here. Now I'm going to get some of my white, which is where it's going to cover these up. I'm just going to lighten its face up a little bit. I've got a white one here. And I'm going to have to get a new brush because I don't know where that one went or what color I used last on it. So I had to call the post office yesterday and let them know that I thought it was the guy that was doing the 7 route, because that guy drives up my driveway like you won't believe it. Like he's on a mission to somewhere really fast. And I found out he's gone. So I light him up in the middle now with the white ink. That there. So it's not so bad, is it? I mean, it goes pretty quick with this ink too. There. So that looks okay. Yeah, that don't look too bad. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Hello. Yeah, I should have got my watercolors. Okay, I didn't even think of them. But then again, I wanted to show you guys how to do it with paint. You can do the same thing real close to it. All right, so now I'm going to do the hat. Let me see if I have an ink for that hat or not. Probably going to have to use markers. This is pretty, though. This might work. Okay, let's see. And maybe we'll have to highlight or do something with markers. Let me get this color out. We used white on that last. I'm going to leave that white one on. I'm going to be out of these brushes. I should just use a regular paintbrush. Yeah, that'll work, too. Let's do this. So this one here is called Seedless Preserves. I'm not sure how it's going to look on there. It'll be okay. It'll be pretty. So I'm just going to color this in. He's got a band that goes across here that we'll have to paint, color. I can just get a little water and move it around some too. I got a little bit too much there. Let me try that. Try my brush. And you can make it as dark or light as you want, depending on how much water you put on it. I want some color on here yet. So I'm going to make it a little darker. Maybe like that. And that's just a paintbrush and the ink pad. That's all it is. But you can paint real easy like this too. That's, you know, it might sort of surprising that you can do this with it, but it does work great. Not too much water. I forget to dab my brush again. So it's just another way of doing it. But I didn't want him to look, you know, solid painted. I wanted it more like worn, distressed looked. So this will work good for this with making it thinner like this. And then let's get these guys. Those are the hat pieces. Here and here. I'm going to maybe make these darker, more solid so they stick out more. And then we'll do something with that heart there. I'm going to make those, this will give it a little bit more once it dries here. Okay. I was telling Chris about what you and I talked about yesterday, Kay. And she's like, you gotta be kidding. And nope. But she don't care for her either, because that lady copies everything that they come out with. Okay, I'm gonna give these a little bit more color yet. I think it'll look good. It's pretty dry now. Okay, let's do this one. That's why I grabbed 2 of these, because I didn't think they would take too long. The next one might take us a little longer, depending on how much detail I do, which I probably will. Alright, now let's work on that heart. I'm going to get, and I just washed my brush out in water. It just comes clean, just like that, too. Okay, I'm going to use a blue in there. I'm going to do his eyes yet, too. Let me see what I got for blue marker here. Where's that? I gotta go around the table. I set them on the other side of that laptop, but I can't reach it. No, I didn't. Where I put them? No, I didn't do that. I got them over here. All right. Let me get a blue here. Let's see what color blue I want. I think like that darker one would be good. Yeah, I wanted to show. I want darker for polish. May not look the same on top of that color, but we'll see. 278. Let me find it here. That's it right there. They show them with the way they sit in here, and then they put the sticker on the back side, so you can't hardly see it on any of them. I'm gonna see what this looks like. See, it don't look dark like my card. Now this was supposed to be 278. It looks like pretty dark on here, but it's not. We get dark ones over here. Okay, hold on. Let's go with BO28. Let's see. There we go. Let's see what it looks like. Better. Let's try that. Let's down here. Oh, I dropped my one that's cracked. All right, let's try this. And I'm going to go around those little circles because I'm going to paint those another color. And I'm going to go around the edge first, and I'll show you. I mean, we can make this lighter if we want, not so solid. Make it more. Oops, I went around in that one anyway. If I do that, though, I'm going to get a little water and a Q-tip. I gotta be careful. I don't go into after we do the circles. It's okay. Then I can sort of make it a little bit lighter and stress. If I put more water on my Q-tip, I can take more off yet. More like that, more worn look, I guess is sort of what I'm going for anyway. Just gotta make sure you don't get it outside of your circle. I'll just do the outside here. If you take too much off, you can always go back and put more back on with your marker. There. Oh, that worked good. I'll do those little dots. Let's see. Put this marker back and find a different one here. The dots are going to be dark no matter what. I'm going to leave them. Let's see what this might be too bright. Oops, I'll drop it. Let's see what it looks like on the back. I do all my testing on the back of these guys. Yeah, it's pretty bright. So let's go with this one. I think would be better. Yeah. We'll just fill these in. And I can go back and give them another coat if I want, if they're not dark enough, which I think they're going to be good, actually. Okay. The markers I got off of Etsy, and they are on my link tree. These here are called Just Art, J-U-S Art. But they came off of Amazon. I do have them listed. There's a bunch of different ones. I bought 2 different kits of them. This big kit here I just purchased, and they're actually very, very reasonable on markers if you ask me. I think these were only like $30-some. And I've seen markers for a lot more than that, and I think I got 48. I got 48 in this case here. I'll show you. They give you a little card so you can put a picture, color them. But there's 48 of them in this one. And these are really nice because you can blend them out. You can blend them. Get a little bit of water and so forth and move their color around. So I think we're going to go with a little more orangey on the edges of his face yet. Let me see what I want to do here. I want to. We'll see how it looks. Yep. Let's try 238. Oh, not that one. This one maybe? Nope. Where is that one? It's back here more, I guess. I'm not seeing it. Should have been in order. 1 second, I gotta find it. So I got that one, and then this one. And then I got F06, yep. And then I should have, is F06 the one I was looking for? I think so. Yeah, I don't know what this is going to look like though. Let's see. It's really bright, but I'm tempted to add. I want a little more color in his face. I'm going to get a Q-tip. I'm going to do it real quick so I can see if I like it or not. Just going to do a little spot here too. And I'm going to bring some in. It gives him more reddish around the face, I guess. I just try putting it on my Q-tip here. Oh, it went on there pretty thick, didn't it? Whoops, wrong end. Give me another Q-tip. Let me see. Just going to blend it a little bit. It's not what I want there. Quite a bit there. I don't want that much. There we go. That's better. Better, I guess. Yeah, it gives them more color to the piece, I think. And I'm probably going to be covering a lot of that up anyway. You'll see. I could have went darker or lighter, so I'm going with the brighter color. Oh, there it is. All right, now you blend it. Oops, sit down. So you can really play with these and get it where you want it. And this side's really darker. There. I'm going to leave it like that, I think. We'll see how it looks. We'll see how it looks. And I think I'm going to blend a little more white in down here. Is this white? No, that's not white. Where'd my white one go? I'm going to have to put something on them that tells me what color they are. That's for sure. Maybe a little more with a white pad. Where is it? Right here. On this guy. I'm going to have to put a name on each of my brushes so I know which color I use and what ink. I want to put it right down here. I'm going to just blend that in a little bit if I can. There, I guess so, yep. All right, look, this one a little more color. It doesn't make a big difference on it, I guess, but we're going to do it. Take some off. It's easier doing it on the Q-tip than it was just drawing on him because then you get so much. I'm going to take my clean end, push it back a little bit, go around my corners. All right, I'm going to leave it like that. It don't look too bad. And my orange sort of died on there a little bit. What color was this? Let's try this on these dots so they show up better. So I don't want them to stick out. That looks better. Okay. Then we got the noses here. Let's see if I got an orange here. Decent orange. See, this one should be okay. I'm just going to put it on there and then I'm going to probably wipe some off because I want it to look like the rest of them. And then I'm probably going to try to highlight around the edges once I get this one straight. I'm going to just use a Q-tip, dry one first. Yep, and that works good. There, that'll work for the noses. But I do want to make, okay, I'm going to put this one away. I do want to make it a little darker on the side. This one here. I don't know, I may have to use red to make it darker. I'm going to try it. I'll be ready to blend it. I'm going to put it on my Q-tip actually. Seeing that worked so well, I'm going to get it wet. I'm going to get my Q-tip a little wet. And I'm going to put it on here. What side do I want it on? I think I'll do it with these down here more. No, that's not dark as I want. I want darker than that. I may have to just go with the brown. Might work. Let me see here what this looks like. It's a lot of experimenting too when it comes to these, just to get your right color that you want. Like as you can see. Let's see. Make the bottom half of his nose a little darker. Whoops. His nose points. Yeah, you can see his nose goes down. Like that, I guess. Yeah, somewhat like that is what I was thinking. I really wanted it darker than that. Maybe this one will be darker. Let me try it. It's hard to tell. It's something, I mean, even on your sheet, they don't look the same. This is going to be lighter. I can see it. Okay. It's a There isn't a darker one in here. Let me check these other ones. Let's get in there. And of course, it looks different on paper than it does in real life, too. Let's see. I've got some other ones here. Sharpie ones. There's no brown in there. Let me check here. Box. I've got other markers too, though. Some of them, one of them might have darker brown. Let's see. Jeepers, nobody's got a dark brown in here. I've got that other great big case, but that one's downstairs. Let me see. What's this one? What is that? It's a reddish, but it looks like an orangish brown. Let's try this. See what this one does. That's a big end. I don't want that. Let's see what this does. Yes. That's more what I want right there. Use this side of the Q-tip. And one water. These may not blend as good as those do either. And they don't, as you can see. I'm taking most of it off too. I'm going to put it on my Q-tip in the water and see what works better. Yep. Alright. I'll go with that, I guess. And then I'll just go back with a little bit of orange and sort of blend it a little bit better. Put this off right here. With my red one right there. Okay, and I'll go back with the orange now and a Q-tip. Let me get that here. It dries pretty quick, so you got to be sort of pretty quick with it to do it. Put a bunch right there, and then I'm just going to blend that in. Right here. Like that. Sort of like that. Somewhat like that. There, like that. We're going to go. Alright, that'll work for his nose. And we're going to, let's do the eyes then. And I'm going to use, those I'm not going to change distress like. I'm going to let them be dark, of course. Even though I want to put some blue on the bottom, I think we'll start with the blues. We're going to go from a light blue to a dark blue, I think. And then, let me see what blues we want. We'll start with a light blue. It's a nice bright blue, and it'll probably blend good with the darker blue. So let's get the dark blue. Put this one and see what it looks in the back. And we can blend those two. Okay, these should work. So let's just hope these work. I'm gonna just go like here. I'm gonna take I'll take a Q-tip. I mean I just play with it, you guys. Basically all I do to get it to, and then see how I like it, because you can always change it. There, see, that looks pretty, not bad. Just gotta be careful not to go out. Q-tip's a little big. I should probably use a brush. A little brush. Where's that blue one right here? That's probably big. I thought I had a smaller one. We'll go with this one, I guess. Okay, let's put that on both of them. Okay. We'll do them both together so we keep them somewhat the same, I guess. Even though I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll figure it out. I'm doing both. Okay, we'll start with that. Take my brush off. You can always go back and add more color too if you need to. If I cover up too much of my blue, I can always go back. Oh, okay, yep. And added the color. So now I'm going to do some of the blue, dark blue here. I'm just going to try this because I don't know exactly what I want. Getting 50 million Q-tips out here too. One in the middle here. Okay. And I got it outside a little bit. If you get it right away when it's still wet, it comes off of there pretty good. But once it dries, it didn't seem to want to when I did it earlier on something. All right, I'm gonna just use the same Q-tip here and see if I get enough. Don't look like this. Sometimes I think it's almost easier to just use it right off your marker onto the Q-tip. And I'm gonna go back with some of the lighter blue after this, so because I want that lighter blue to show more, but I want to get it together here. All right, there. Dab in there too. Okay, so now let's get go back with that lighter blue a little bit on the bottom. I think I'm gonna do the rest of it pretty much black. I'll just blend it a little bit more. Just put a little bit in the middle. I think I can use that. All right. This is actually a dry Q-tip on this end. Okay. Start with that. Let's see how it looks when we're done. Now let's just do the black here. That little dot's supposed to be white, so we'll make that white. So I'm not gonna put black in there. And I think I'm gonna blend the black actually, just like I did the. Actually, I'll probably end up getting black in there because this is a dry Q-tip. I'm gonna have to get it down there and not make a mess. Here, sort of like that is what I wanted to do. It'd be nice if the eyes came out, but I guess they could. You could take them out. I could cut them out to do this. It might be easier. And when you glue it on, you just glue them on separate. If we wanted. If I use my brush so down, that would probably be easier too. I forget about that. I would use the Q-tip all the time. Get a little bit outside here too. There. I'm just gonna have to see what I got out there. It's just a little bit. It'll be okay. Now I'm gonna get a little bit of. I'm gonna put it right on my brush. Here and here. How's that look? Not too bad. I think I can live with it. I'm going to try putting it on my brush this time instead. I'll wipe some off too because it seems like I got off a lot there. But I got water in the brush a little bit so it brings in, it really makes it like it looks like you got a lot. Even a little bitty brush would work good too so I don't go out of the lines. I just bring it down into that brown, that black, not blue some. There. Okay. I'll leave them like that. I think they'll be good. They'll work. They'll be fine. I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to get the white marker. I got one out over here. This white one. I'm going to make sure that black's dry though before I do this. I'm just going to turn it. Alright. Oh, I should have got that one. I could throw that one too. Gotta get my glue gun going a little bit. Hold on. Just get it on here. Is it plugged in? Nope, I don't think so. Where is it? Nope. Okay. It's hot up here. We had our air conditioning on. It's been fairly warm up here this week. And if I'm not doing anything, if I'm just sitting at the computer listing or something, it gets really hot. I get really cold. I mean, then I want to turn my heater on under my desk, but cheapers. I'll just turn my fan on though. Which I sat at the desk a long part of the day today listing. So, all right, let's go ahead with the white here. Fill these in first. This is that white that stays pretty white. Okay, and then I'm gonna give them a dot here. Dot up here. Like that. Probably would help her out. It probably wouldn't hurt to shake these too. I probably should be doing that. Yeah, I really like them, Kate. I like these new ones I just got. I just got these last week or the week before. It probably would help to shake them. I probably should be doing that. You can see how full they are too, because on the one side they're clear. I don't know if you can see that right in there. It'll show you how much ink you got left even in them, but there's quite a bit in there. But I should learn to shake them a little bit. All right, so I'm going to leave him like that. And I'm going to see, I'm going to show you what we're going to do next onto him before we glue that hat piece on. Let me get it here. Oops, shut this mic up. I want to put some raffia on him for hair. And I'm going to take, I've got this piece right here. I'm going to cut this off once with my scissors. I don't want that curly one. I want more straighter. I thought I could use this, or I can't think what that thing's called. I could use for hair too, but I want to do this if I can. But I want to make it thinner. So I'm going to shred it here, or split it up. Oops. And I'm going to see, because it's going to want it like this. Like in here, so it sits along the side of his face here. I may want more than that. Probably so, because it's going to be too... But I'm thinking I should go like this around his face. So let me cut this in. Right in here, I guess. I'm going to do this end too a little bit. Maybe I'm making them too small. We'll see how it looks. But I don't need to do it all the way either. So I did them each in 3s so far. And if it's too long, I can trim it. I think I'm going to do one more on there. This one's really fat. Get it about the same size here. And then that'll give my glue time to, should be heating up pretty good by now. I had one of these things I thought about using too. Where is it here? Came off of some beads I bought. I could have used that for hair, but I really wanted the straw instead. So we're going to use the straw. I better do this one in about thirds too if I can. There we go. Whoops. It came all the way apart too. Stop in there, I guess. Okay, stop there. Let's see how the glue's doing. Let's see. Let's get it. It's warm. It's there. All right. So let's see how we want to do this. Push my stuff out of the way here. Oops. Already stuck to the glue. And I'm going to try to get it under his hat. So I don't want it really too thick up there. Let's just put it right in the middle, I guess. And then I can trim it up. Let's do that. Let's do it that way. Put a little glue here. Just going to start with a little bit. So that should be more than enough. Here. We're right in the middle, I hope. I think so. You don't have to go all the way down his face anyway. But it can. It ain't going to hurt nothing. If it hangs out under the hat, I don't care. I just want it under there. And then, let's see, about right here. Yeah. So let's glue that on there first. It's going to come out. I don't want it so close over the top of the hat. I want it so it's on the bottom side of the hat like that. My string's out of here. All right, I'm going to do the same on this one, I guess. Oh, I don't have that one's done. Ah. Jeepers. Get 2 of them. Here to here. Let me get 2 pieces. Here. There, okay. These are getting a lot thinner, so I'll just see. Well, we got 3 there. I'll leave that. I don't think it's going to hurt. I'm going to do this one probably in 2s. This one's really tight. There. I'm full of paint and markers already. I can see it. I look at my hands now. There. So I went and got my key by Kay's son-in-law, and of course it wasn't their fault. The key won't work. The code they got from Mitsubishi it's correct, but for some reason, whoops, I got a little high there. It's not working in my car. So I had to call Mitsubishi yesterday, and I didn't make an appointment yet because it's like, ugh. It's $410 for that stinking key. I get it a little bit cheaper if I don't want it to open the doors and that, but that's what I use, that doors in the trunk all the time on that lock, on that remote. It's like, bummer. Alright, so we're going to put those there and see how that works. I don't know if I'm going to have to tack these along the side of the face again to stay. I probably am. Probably should have bent them and moved them over this way more. We'll see. Let me try. I'm going to bend this one. Here. Bend them inward. I'm probably going to have to put a little glue here and hold them here. Right under this corner. Just a little bit. If I can get some out. Don't get a big puddle. Here, right there. In that corner. I'll hold them there for a minute. So I really want him to stay. I don't want him going out from his face. I want him to stay on the side of his face. Is where I want it to stay. I need a little bit more over here. I'm not putting much on at all. I'm trying not to. So I can keep it. So I don't have glue sticking out. That might work. We'll see how it looks once I get the top on. Because maybe it'll stay down too. We'll try it after this. And I'm going to put it right in here. Come on, just a little. Right there. Alright. Trick is probably to get them all in it, but here and there. Oops. It's gonna work. Let's get the top. Let's get the rim of his hat on now. I want to see if that's gonna work very well. It's a little high over on that one side here, so I'm gonna do something here. Probably. Let's see what we can do. It's got a lot of glue right there that's sticking up for one thing. Let's see if I'm gonna be able to glue this tight enough. Well, not really. I probably want to take that out of there. May not work like that because you're not gonna be able to get that very tight. So, how do I want to do it? Maybe I should take the middle out. I got a little bit of glue there too. Where's my sander? I'm going to try sanding that a little bit. That's something I'm going to take my glue out of there. That's the only problem with, I could have used my super glue. I don't know why I didn't use super glue. What was I thinking? I guess I wasn't. Flatten it out the best I can. It looks cute though. A little bit of glue too high there too. That's going to show. I'm tempted to cut it out in the middle, but and just have pieces going up. And I should have just super glued them there. I may take that other one apart before we do that one. Let's see. Okay. Let me see here, guys. I don't want to have it so it sticks up off of it. I want it to lay flat, so I'm going to have to do something there. Hold on. I didn't think that all the way through. I used to have my little, what's it called, tool. Remember that little tool I used for taking wood apart? But I don't know where that is up here. That one downstairs. I'm going to just clip it off in here. I might seal it here good enough. See, lift that up a little bit there. If this will take enough of it out, that it'll sit better for me. I think that one's down lower. See, I got a big wad of glue right here. That's probably the first one I did that I don't like. There, it's off. Let's see. You have to get that one to stay down there. Probably. Oh yeah, I can feel it's even better. I can feel it's better. I got that piece up, but I could have had some pieces up. That don't look too bad with the pieces sticking up either. Let me have to do this other side a little bit better. I do. It's getting better though. I get a little bit more of this side off. Right in here. Yeah. Right in there. And then I'm going to super glue it. Yeah, a super glue would be better, you guys, because it doesn't really, it really isn't thick like this glue is. I don't know. Live and learn. That's what I always say. You don't know until you try it. I was thinking, yeah, super glue, because that's what I always use with this stuff, with hot glue, my glue gun. But yeah, we don't need to do that. I'll make these a little bit shorter here too yet. I'll get them in there glued good. Take that on there. Here. And I'm going to get ready. I'm going to put the glue on here to glue my hat on. See if it's going to work for us. I hope so. Here. I don't know what color. Oh, there it is. Let's get that on there. Okay, hold it there too. Thursday, I finally went and got my hair dyed again. It was about time. It's been almost a year. It's hanging pretty good there. I'm going to probably shorten it a little bit though. It's not too bad. It's not bad like that long, but I don't think I want it that long. I'm going to make it a little shorter in here. Let me cut it inward too. That. And like that. So you don't have to put hair on him. You can put, you know, it's totally up to you. We gotta get his nose on yet. Let me a little more glue. Oh, and I know what else I'm gonna do too. First, we'll do that next. I probably could draw. You could draw a line. You could do some white lines on here to brighten it up if you wanted. You could do a lot of different things. Totally up to you. Get that glue out of there. I wanted to roughen him up along the edges a bit. I'm going to make him more aged. So I'm going to do that. I put him on here. I'm getting there right. Yep. Okay. Yep, we can do cheeks too. Yep. Yeah, don't let me forget the cheeks. There's something we painted the other night, and when I got off, I went, oh, geez, I didn't even do that. I forgot to do those. I forget what it was, but I went and added it. I'm talking, I don't always think of everything. So I just made it more, if you can see around the edges, so it's more whitish. I'll do that down here, too. Do it around the whole piece. I'll just do it up here more. Get my hair out of the way. You might have a better way of putting hair on than I did too. It's hard to say, you know. So there's him. I think I got him dirty in there with my hands. Let me get a wipe and see if I did. If it's going to come off or not. Probably did with my hands. Looks dirty on the piece there to me. Unless my markers did that, I'm not sure. Try to take it off a little bit. And it's just going to be darker up there. Nothing I can do about it. Unless I can put some more white ink on there too. Let's try that. I'll try that first. Let me find the white one again. I think this is it. See how much I got here. Let me see. Yeah, it looks a little better. I'll leave them like that. I don't want to really go between the eyes too much. I don't want to mess with them. Okay, so now him, we're going to take this off. Get my glue off of there. At least it peels off easy. There, let me shut this back off. Get rid of it. We don't need it. Alright. I think I'm going to just glue it on the sides here. So, let's see. Well, that's really some wild hair here. Let's start with this side. Go about here, I'll make it longer again, and then I'll shorten it. Alright, I'm going to try it somewhere. We'll try it this way. We'll just put some glue here. And then we'll put it on there and see how it works. Alright. Whoops. Pretty thick one here. Whoops. That didn't stay. And if it comes up the top, I guess you could cut it off or just let it be. I don't think it'll be bad if it does come out the top. It might because of where I have it there, and I'm going to finger full glue here this way. Should have my pick. I can always stick to me. side's going to have thicker hair. I can see it already. I'm going to let that one come in here a little bit. Oops. And my hat, I'll hold these on there too. Once I get the hat on there and dry it, I'll put some more glue right on the top of them. And let it sit there. So I'm going to get this one on real quick, and then I'm going to get the hat glued on. Alright. I'm going to shorten these up a little bit. This might be able to stay just like that. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll find out. He may have some wild hairs here too. Whoops. Down. Alright, what I'm going to do is just put glue on there, and then I'm going to put that piece on. And see if it'll stay. Or hold it till it does. Hold it till it glues. Got enough in there, I think. There. Hold it there. A little bit too much glue there, I think. Okay, I get it straight. Alright, I'm just going to hold it right here. Give it a minute. I like the hair, how it looks on this one better than the other one. Just because it seems like there's more, I guess. I'll have to get it out of his eyes, but I don't think that'll be a problem. But you could easily paint these guys. You do whatever you want. You don't have to do water like I did with it. You can paint them solid if you want them. I just sort of like the worn look on these for some reason. I don't know. There. Alright, oops, that one come out. It sure did. We'll leave it. Okay. There, I think it's on there. I can tell it came out. There's more on one side. Hold on, I gotta make these equal. I take this one out if I can. Don't pull the rest out though. I did. There. I'll put it back on. Here. I had a feeling I was going to do that. Here. Alright, now hold it for a second. So there they are. We're going to trim this guy, and we have to do his cheeks. That's right. I'll give this guy a trim. I'll leave him here. Alright, we'll do this cheeks. Cheeks make such a difference. Hi, Ollie. No problem. Oh, and then this week I was supposed to be live in our private group on Wednesday night. Well, it was about 8, 9 o'clock when I realized it. I happened to look at my calendar to see when I was supposed to go live this month. Because usually it's in the 20th. It's like the last week of the month. It's right around the 20th in that week. And so this was a little earlier this month too. And it was already too late to even go on and try to make up for it. So I got to do that next week with them if I don't get to it sooner. Yeah, I probably would have done it this weekend, except that I've got my class reunion tomorrow night. And I got to get back here to get some orders out for Monday that have to go out. I don't know how good I'll feel tomorrow. I have a few drinks and I feel it right away. Yeah, I'm going to stay at my daughter's up there. There's those guys. Okay, let me clean this up a little bit here before we put them on. Let me get the comb. Where's my straw I made a mess with? Some more. Here. Now, what I did, and I don't know if you have to do this, but I do it because I want to make sure they stick real good. Here's my sander right here. Is I just went through and I scuffed up my sandpaper right there. So on the edges here. So the glue would have something more to stick to. Just don't go up too high here because you'll see it. And it's not like you gotta do it a lot, just a little bit. And I just using my regular glue for this, my glue that I use for putting my wood together. So I'm gonna just put glue on here. Simple, simple, simple. I like that. And then you just put them on. And I like to make sure I make them fairly even with the front here. Just like that. And on the ends. And you just gotta hold it a minute or so, give it a second to sit on there. He's cute. You could probably use a white line on the nose, I think, but I might do that. I think I will. While that one dries. I do like the raffia on them. Just go across the top of the nose. Oops, I could have shaded up there too, which I still could. I could just take my Q-tip if I had one that didn't have enough other funky color on it. Let's see. And just, you could blend it a little bit too, like that. Like that. That looks nice. There, like that. There, I'll do leave it like this. He needs a little more because that one. There. There. Her hand's doing pretty good. She had the stitches out today on it, actually. I don't know if she was supposed to. They took them out. They took them out themselves. And we still got to sand this side. So let's sand him while we're waiting for that guy to get attached there. Pretty good, much better. Let's just sand him up. Whoops. I do like the look of them sanded, though. I don't know. It just adds, instead of lines, it adds that white line, lighter one there. You could sand it before you put it on, or before you, put it all together like I did. I forgot. I didn't think of it. If I could have sanded his nose in that, if I would have had that, I would have thought of it. All right, here he is. All right, let's see how that's on there. Yeah, it moves a little bit, but we'll be okay to go to the other side. It doesn't move much. I can just tell it's not quite adhered. Whoops. And like that. And we'll put this one on. These would make cute little gifts at Christmas time, stocking stuffers, all kinds of stuff like that. I could see people doing with them. Let's get up here. I only put I listed some today. There's a lot more. I don't have time to do them all right now. We're going to let that sit there now. We'll get started on the next one. Yeah, he looks pretty good there. It's all, oops, that corner up a little bit. That looks good. Let him sit, and let's get the next one out. I'm going to decide how I want to do this one now. Let's see. They're real simple. There isn't all that many pieces to them. The one with the dog butts has the most pieces because you got all the tails. But most of them aren't all that many pieces. These are 2 pumpkins on each side, sides to the background. And I'm going to wipe that up first because I can see from the lasering where it got darker. So I want to lighten that up. I don't want that going through it all. Okay. I'm just going to wipe it off with the Clorox, with a wipe. It takes care of it. There. Let that sit a minute. The rest will be okay. So, I think I'm going to do the background in a white. But I think I'm going to use my ink pad to tell you the truth for that. I'll do the whole thing white first. Because it'll give it a nice base on top of it. So if you do get ink pads, a lot of times they say you should get the ink refill right away. Because when you use the refill on there, you get a lot more ink than trying to get it out of that pad. You can see it there. And it sinks in. It will sink in. That piece of hair there. In a second here. But you can use a Q-tip. I wouldn't have to use this brush. I could use a Q-tip. It's just this. It's pretty easy. I could probably use a finger dauber. And then let me let it dry a second. I'm going to give the pumpkins a coating of it too. Just so they got a base coating. And I think it's making my ink dirtier. This is probably not the white one. It's probably what it is. Let me use a finger dauber. I think it'll be a lot whiter. Where's the other one here? I don't know. It still gets dirtier looking. Oh, maybe. But yeah, you can use a finger dauber even. It's probably getting a little bit of the brown from the scoring on here. It's sort of hard not to. I didn't wipe these guys, but sort of gives them a base. But we're going to use paint on this one more than ink. And if it's not white, if you wanted it whiter, you could just go and put another coat on. Here. I want my top whiter though. We're probably going to put 2 coats on this one. I could use a white marker too and blend it out with water if I wanted, but this is easier. But if you don't have a refill when you go to do something like this, it's going to take you quite a bit. Especially the pads, even when you buy them new, sometimes they're not all that moist. And I'm going to put more on right away too. I probably put too much on, but I'll have my stays in my pad. I figure, where's it going to go, you know? I'll get some more of it there. Now you can see I got quite a bit on there. Yep. I'm going to start experimenting with these pumpkins. I got some ideas I want to do, but we're going to try it. We'll see if it works. I'll get this one darker. You see, I got plenty of ink on there now. On my marker, on my finger tip, my finger guy here. There. I'm going to give this, we'll put it over here one more time. Okay. Alright. Alright, there we go. That'll work. And these guys should be, I'll get the bottom of this one. Looks like I missed it. There, I'm going to get this one. Just get them one more time real quick. That's probably good. Debbie, I got 2 bins full of down there again. With all the cutting I've been doing. I haven't listed much in a while, but I had over a bin, and now I got another one full. So there's the scarecrow. He looks pretty cute. And he'd be cute in your hair. You know, in the back of your head, you know, like that. Holding your hair in a bun or something. It'd be cute. I think it'd be really cute. Alright, let's put the glue away. And I can get rid of this marker too. I'm not going to need markers, I don't think, unless, no, I shouldn't need markers. Alright, now, I was sort of up in the air on what colors, where I want to do colors, so you may have to bear with me here as I may end up changing. What did I get on there now? There's splatter on there. It's just dirt, okay. Alright, it must not be too clean here. Alright, let's, we're going to start with a blue. I really wanted Sapphire Blue by DecoArt, and I have Sapphire, but it's metallic. I'm really thinking about using it. I think we're going to. Let's see, and because this is going to be my base color, so a lot of it's going to get covered. So we're going to try it. I think this is really the color I wanted. And, I don't know how that stuff does with water, to tell you the truth, so I think I'm going to try it. May not do very good with water. But you wouldn't have to water either, but I'm going to. It seems okay. And these pumpkins here, we'll do one for, let's get this one, so it goes like this. These two go up there. So I'm going to start on this outside over here. Over here, I think, with this blue one. I'm just going to color them first. My lines I'm going to try to highlight in there, so we'll see how that works. And this one's going to get covered, so I ain't going to worry about being too neat on that edge. Okay. There. I'll do them both right away. I don't think, I think we'll just do all the bases first, and then we'll go back and do the highlighting. It'll probably be the easiest. You can make these all orange. You could use some greens in here, whatever you want. That one I can cover up there. Okay, we got a couple green leaves I see there too. Alright, so let's go with that. That don't even hardly look that metallic-y anymore. I'm going to put it and see if it's ready for another one. I'm going to give it one. I don't know. I used some here that didn't have the water. Okay. Then let's go, I think I want a couple of orange ones. Those two little ones I think are going to be oranges. So let's get a couple different orange here. This is a good one. What is this? That's Warm Sunset. It looks nice, so it's a darker burnt orange. Bright orange too. Bright orange. That'll be the big one, I think. I got more orange here. Yep. Let's see what else I got. Jack-o'-lantern. Let's get that one. We'll use that first. Put it right here. Okay. I don't have a blue. Let me get rid of the blue in my marker and my brush. Okay, you got shows coming up soon again? I was looking the other day. I seen some, that Holly down out of Holy Lands or whatever they call it down there. There was some coming up. I almost went to that one year. I was sold in it, but I decided, at the end I decided not to. I'm going to go with a orange here. Just try this. I got water in it again. Too much water here. Light coat, and then this one. Anybody else do shows? Okay. Oh, that one bench set, you guys. All I've been doing is cutting this one bench set. It's the one with the ghosts in the haunted house. Everybody's buying that one. It's like, oh, not again. But, yep, I am. I'm like, don't complain, Donna. But it's fairly easy one to get off of there, too, so I shouldn't complain. But, yeah, that one's been real popular. Okay, let's go with that. I'm going to try this here, too. I don't think I'm going to water it down, though. First Sunday of October is your next one, Greenville. Oh, that's a good one, too. That one, I went to that one. I sold at that one, too. That was a good one. Yep. I was lucky I got a handicap sticker when I went to One by You, because otherwise I would have been way out in this field. I don't think I would have made it. Yeah, that's okay. I wasn't going to do that one orange, but we are now. That's okay. Yeah, they got to perk a long ways with that one, too. I only went when I was in it. It's the only time I've been there. Too old now? Colleen. Holy Hills is tomorrow. That's the one I only went to. I think it's a pretty big one. 2 hours to set up. Oh, yep. That's a pretty big one. I just figured it wasn't, if it wasn't a big one, it wasn't really much worth going half the time, because then you don't make enough, you know. Now we've got these two pumpkins on this end. All right, so I'm going to go with a light blue. I'm thinking this blue. Let's see. Let's get some of this. And I might have to throw an oddball one in the middle. I'm thinking, I don't know. So that's going to be this one. So what's on it? I think that junk on there. Over here. Okay. You paint for gifts and friends. Yep, I don't blame you. It's nice to do it, and you know, if you enjoy doing it, you know, it's something to do too. It's fun. I find it rewarding when it's all done, when you look at it and go, wow, I painted that. You know, or you give it to somebody, they're like, you painted that. Well, yeah. You know. Okay, we're going to have this, wrong way, this one. Then we'll have the light blue one. That's not right there. Oh, I got the wrong one there, Donna. I'm thinking I'm out with turquoise. I've got this. Let me see what this looks like in there. I think this might be okay. Yeah, I think so. Let's try this. It's more of a turquoise, a greenish. Let me brush a little bit. Let's try it and see what it does. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. It's going to look more bluish probably, but I think I've got a brighter one, but I think I'll stick with this. Okay. Oops. I went out there. And then we're going to do it over here. You did your shows, Colleen? Okay, okay. Yeah, they're a lot of work, aren't they? I didn't plan on not doing shows when I did stop, but it's just how it worked out. I got too busy with the laser that I couldn't prepare enough stuff to go to the show and keep up with orders. It's just too hard. I couldn't do it now, really, if I wanted, because I have a hard time just cutting the new blanks to post. That's usually at the end of the day, last thing I do, and then try to get pictures. And then these ones I'm listing now, I've had on here. I've had on my phone for, I don't know, some of them a week already before I even got to get them updated for the site. Whoops, missed that there. I think we'll grab our greens right away too. Okay, let me find some greens. I'm really liking that Hauser light green and medium green lately. So it's probably what we're gonna go with. Here's light green, but and medium, yep. Let's see, let's shake them up. Let's go with the dark green first. Sort of painting now, not using much water, so I guess it's, you know, just sort of experimenting, seeing what I like, and oops, so forth, and going with that. Okay, this is a darker green. Here's a leaf. I gotta be careful here now. This way. So I do the undersides of this with this darker, a little bit darker green anyway. And I'll do the upper with the lighter. Right. I don't care if I get it in there, I will overlap that. This guy out of the way. Next we'll do some highlighting, or some shading. Highlighting, floating, shading. Okay. But markers are actually, I mean, you guys watch me use a marker. The marker is actually the easiest way to do these, if you ask me. And I think it looks nice because you can use the water and distress it, like, and shade it out, fade it out, or darken it, or whatever. So I really like using the markers. When I do them next time, I'll probably use markers again. A mixture of markers and maybe ink. The ink works great for the background too. I like it. No, I didn't miss one. Okay. Let's go this way. And it's quick. It's really quick too. And those new ones I got work so good. It's hard not to use them for that. The jack-o'-lantern one I did with the markers. The whole thing of black, the orange. Gingerbread one I did with the markers and the ink. Okay, but I did mess with the background on the gingerbread a long time to get it to look like it does look, because I wanted it to fade in. All right, we'll try this later on the top then. I think I'm gonna get the other brush, my little bitty one, before I make a mess, because I don't want to go out onto that ink, because then it's hard to clean off. Here's my little ones. Oh, I got some ones here. Let's use this one. It should work. No, it's too small. Here. That'll work. Okay. I missed some about the upper pumpkin there. I gotta get that with the one blue I see. Goes up higher. This one does too, but I think, I gotta get this one too. Because in this one, because in that little one, because it doesn't have that top piece. on the cutout part, so we gotta get that yet too. Just noticed that. And I forgot I got a couple ornaments behind me that I had cut out too, that I never took pictures of, that I didn't paint yet, that I've got to take down and get pictures of and list them too. I'm gonna hoping maybe tonight yet I'm gonna work on those listings. Tomorrow I gotta cut orders before I go to my class reunion. Okay, I think that'll do. Yep, should work. Okay, now let's do those little spaces we're missing here. So on this blue one, I'm missing up here. Now it's going to look darker because this doesn't have much water, but that's okay because that'll give it a more dimensional effect. So I want to do that. Oh, but I tell you guys, I'm lucky I don't get my hair done very often because I had it done. She did a great job. She was somebody new. I haven't gone to her before. I used to go to this place, but it's been years since 2008. We figured it out yesterday when I was there, since I've been there. Because she moved out of there, went somewhere else. Now the bigger one, I want this dark orange. And, but anyway, so I forget what she used to charge me. And then the lady I went to in Green Bay, I always pay cash, and she charged me $100, so I give her like $115 or something. And I checked out yesterday, and my jaw about dropped. It was $160. I was like, holy cheesepers. Thank goodness I don't go very often. I'm just not used to paying that to get my hair dyed. Foiled. It's foiled, so it takes longer, but still. This one on the end is light blue, and this one here is that light orange. Okay. And I'm actually going to take some of the dark. I think I'm going to put some of the dark orange up here. I think that'll look good. It'll look better. So I don't know. Do you guys pay that much? Did I just go somewhere really high? But everything's gone up, so I'm figuring it probably did. Okay. This guy. And I think she used 2 colors because she put some darker stuff in it too. And next time she does it, you'll see the darker better because it'll be more of it in there. You know, it'd be cheaper if I just had it dyed all one color, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Then I'd probably really have to go a lot more often. And how many shows in California? Wow. We still have quite a few out here. I think there is. There's quite a few yet. I'm going to use the brighter blue on the back of this one too. See how it looks. And up here. There. I even thought about putting designs on these pumpkins, but we're not going to do that. But you could. Now, I really want this pumpkin here brighter, so I'm going to give him another coat of orange with my brush. I want him a bit brighter orange than that. And with the water, it really took the color away, so more than I want on this pumpkin. So let's get brighter orange. Probably too much paint. That's looking better. I want the light one light, but I'll probably give it some more too, just because it'll be a little brighter but light orange. Yeah, so I think this one I won't use the water. But it's totally up to you. That's too bad they don't have as many. Out here we still have quite a few. And I see people on Facebook all the time showing their stands and stuff, so I know a lot of people are still doing it. Well, maybe it's just that area, I don't know. I've never been out there. I'm glad it. You're lucky you have her. I need a drink here. You're lucky you have her to help. That's really good that she's willing to do that. Mine did too, though. As long as I let them know far enough in advance. One of my two always can help me, or I paid for somebody. Or I hired somebody, a friend of some, to come with. I had a few people who work farmers market with me, and I take them to the shows. Oops, I think they'll come out of there. I don't need it. I'm gonna put lines on here anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go over there. Let that dry. Yeah, so it's a lot brighter orange here once I don't put no water in it. See here. Okay. There. Now I'm gonna get some colors to highlight, shade with. To put some darker on each one. I might just use, no, I don't know if I use orange. I think I want to go with, there's this one. This is red spice. What's that one? That's red spice. I don't know what red spice looks like. Here's traditional burnt sienna. That might work too. Let's see. Probably this burnt sienna we're going to use. Here. Clean it out. Why does my main computer say low battery? I don't. It's 7%. They gotta see that. It should have been charging. Why is it not charging? Where's it plugged in? Looking right there. Is it not charged on? That's the one for the. I think I bought that one for this iPad. Hold on, guys. Let me see what's going on here. Is this got power? Let's see. There. Goes to there. It should have power. I'm gonna plug something into it and see if it's got power over there. Hold on, before I lose power and I shut off here. But I don't know why this cord isn't working on this iPad. Let me move this computer so I can see it. Hold on. Just give me a few minutes, guys. This should be working here. What shows it's charging? Low battery. Why is it well, maybe that isn't charging. Hold on. Yeah, the light just went on darker. I'm gonna go to low power pepper. Let's see. I don't want to enter my password. Okay, let's see if it charges now. I'm gonna watch it. Hopefully it doesn't die. I'm gonna watch this. Let me bring it over here so I see it better. It's got the dark arrow in it, like it's charging. So, don't do that to me. I thought I had everything going. Alright. See, that's so little. I'm just going to use this little brush to do this. Because otherwise I think it's going to be pretty hard. Just sort of going to go down the lines here. Get a little more water in here. Whoops, that got wider. I didn't want it. I have to remember to look at that in a second here and make sure it doesn't go down, it goes up. Oops. There again. Here. It's still on 7, okay. Caught a cold. My daughter's been sick. She probably gave it to me. That's what I wanted. Before I came up here, my one eye was watering, just won't quit. I've been watering all afternoon. I'm gonna try this color in here actually. A little more paint. Probably be good. Yeah, I think it will. It'll be okay. I really would like that more shaded though. Hold on. Especially on this one. More shaded look. And just a line. See if I can do with this brush or not. So I think I got lighter brushes. I'll get this one off of there somewhat. Loosened up. I'm Look at the other one loosened up too. Oh, I didn't do that one good. All right. No. All right. That's not too bad, I guess. I'll leave it like that. Probably should have done it like that on these two, but I didn't. I was thinking it was too small, but it probably would have. I probably could have. I know I could have. I'm just going to touch them up a little bit. All right. This edge has got some pumpkin color. Okay. All right, let's do this little one. I still prefer painting big items compared to better than little. I just do. There, we'll leave that there. That'll go there. Let's see. Oh, too bad. We'll see once we get it on there. This dark, I'm gonna try not that navy blue. I gotta find an empty bottle to put my busted one in. I think I'm gonna try this midnight blue on the sapphire. Sort of hard to tell that it's oh no, I gotta shake it. That it's yeah, we must be charging. That it's metallic on there from the cameras. You can't really tell it. I can't. I guess it looks like a little bit, but it ain't that bad. Hi Lisa, you and your granddaughter. Hi little guy, little girl. Can't think of her name. She's pretty little though. She has nuts on my hair. Oh, okay. Oh, your daughter was doing your hair. Yeah. I just thought $160 was a lot for my hair. I'm not used to paying that. Not at all. It's like, oh. Sort of walked. My jaw probably dropped. I don't know. Who knows? I just pay it and go, but what do you do? I mean, I'm happy with it, so I guess that's what matters. All right, we're going to try this here. I'm going to lighten that up in a bit. I like that blue on it, though. I do like the blue. Let's see. There. I find out what sex my daughter's having in about a week. Yeah, she's making me wait about a week. I didn't know it, but they've known since they had the eggs tested. I gotta get some new paint here. I still don't have this shaken up very good. They've known for a long time already, but she don't want to tell anybody till she's like 12 weeks. It's like, oh, come on. But what can you do? Nothing. How's your she-shed coming, Lisa? There, that looks better. This other stuff is just too watery. We're painting combs for your hair, is what these are. You can see the scarecrow on there that we painted first. I listed a bunch of them. They're already on Etsy. They're not on my site yet, but they're on Etsy. Oops, I'm gonna go on this side. Here. They're pretty easy to paint. I actually prefer to use the markers on them. They work pretty good. I'll have to try the markers once on a big sign. I'm going to try using this on a light blue too and see what it does. This is actually turquoise. We might do that one different. We'll see. And we have plenty on here. Yep. There. Okay, let's go there. I think they'll be fun. I think they are fun. I like making them. There's just something, it's different. Just not that you want to do it all the time, but these could be fun to sell at shows though too. I know some people do. I think they sell them $15 or 2 for $25. If you paint them with markers, they go pretty quick. That wouldn't be bad. like that. Now I'm going to just carry a little bit of the blue into the last sections here. Really like that first, like that basically is what I want to do. Make them a little bit darker on the ends. Lighten them back up a little. I want them a little darker at the bottom than the top even. Yeah. Okay, down here. I'll carry it across the bottom a little bit. Okay, let me get the clean end. There, let me see. I don't like it's too dark on the one in the streak over here. This side, I'll clean this up a little bit. I don't like this side. There. Okay, there. I'm gonna need some more light blue. Took it off. Okay, here, I'll brighten this one up too. Leave it like that. I think I really went a long time this time before I still can't believe I went almost a year before I went in and got my hair done. She said I always cut my own top when I get tired of it. It starts getting too long on me. So she said she actually said I do a pretty good job. Yes, shoot. My hair, I consider my hair thin now, but she says it's still thick. But my hair used to be so thick. Okay. Start blending this one a little more than I did the last one too. It'll be a little different, but that don't hurt. See what way I like it better. And you go back with that lighter color now that we base coated with on top of, some of the areas. It really brightens it up too. Right here. Like that. Okay, let me see. A little bit over here I gotta get rid of. I need some darker. Here. And one here again. See, put that there. Let me do a little bit here, yeah. Oops, let me clean it up. Okay. I'm going to do my line. I got some of my paint rack done for behind me. I'll show you guys that when we're all done if I remember. I brought it up here, but I was hoping to get up here today to hang it, but I didn't get up here to do it. But once I started listing, forget it. Oops. Carry this over here a little bit more. There. Okay, I think I'll leave it. Maybe a little more paint right there. Let me see. Yeah, I do. I'm going to let that dry a minute because I need to get a little bit more light blue paint there. And we got this dark blue one here to do. Let's see. Or this, the dark blue one. don't look too bad, I guess. Can't see it though as much as the other one, so I'm going to darken it up a little bit. Okay. Let's see this here. Now this one, a little bit more paint on this color. Alright, okay. Then we just have that turquoise one. Let me get that. I think I know where. I think I got something that will look good there. Let me get it off the rack here. I think I can get all the right stuff, maybe. Maybe. Maybe it's here. What is this color? This is jewel green. I don't have blue greens behind me. That one's a dragon tail. What does that look like to this one? No, that's more blue. Oh, that would probably work good on that one, though. Let's try dragon tail one, see what it does. I'll get this one open. I know I got one open somewhere, but I don't see it. Okay. Well, I am down 25 pounds as of today. It's coming off. Not as fast as anybody would like, but it's coming off. It's only been a month or two. I'm still losing like a pound every other day. So that's good. I can tell already, to tell you the truth. I can tell the difference. Alright, let's go here. I can see it in my face a lot, too. This may not be dark enough. Well, I can sort of see it on there. Let's see. Be careful not to get it off the bottom. There's just one here. It might work. It might work. What does it look like on the screen? Yeah, you can see it, I guess. Yep. But yeah, I gotta get it off. It was killing me. Oh, it was hard to do anything. And when I went to that fair, I mean, I had lost quite a bit of it, some of it already when I went to Spikey, but that day I was so tired. But it was good for me to get out and get some exercise because I don't get out enough. I'm working, you know. I'll run to the store and that, but that was a day of walking around. And it's not that it was that long either. We were there a few hours. But still, it was nice. Okay. Alright, I think we're going to go with that. A little bit more in there. Okay. This one. That's okay though. I'm going to get a little brush. Maybe one without color in it. And get a little bit of cream, I think. I'm actually going to try to use this marker. Oh, thanks, Colleen. Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Kay. Yeah, it's coming off. I've been working on it for about 3 months. First month I didn't lose much. I'm on that Step Bound. That's what I'm on. From the doctor. It's you give yourself an injection every week, once a week. But it makes it really, I never was always very hungry before either, but this makes you don't want to eat. You try to eat, you don't eat much. Like tonight I picked up, I went to the marsh and got him his fish. I'm so sick of fish. So I had a grilled chicken breast with ham. I think it was a chicken cordon bleu thing. And I didn't even eat half of it. And I didn't get no sides with it or anything else, but I didn't even eat half of it. I'm going to try something here. This one seems dried out on me. It is, too. What did I do? Let me put some water on it. I thought it wasn't coming off of there very good. I can tell it's dried out. I could have the cover on. Let me see what I can do with it now. How did I do that? Wasn't probably paying attention because these things work so nice, and then, yeah, I must have dried it out. I'm going to have to get the tip nice and wet again. I'll give it a second here. So that Zepbound works pretty good. The first month though, it's like a low dosage. It's in, and it's I'm not getting nothing out of there. Might be able to put a new tip in it too. There, I got the tip out. I probably have other tips. That's paint. I think it might be coming up. Yeah, it is. I give it a second. So it the first month I didn't lose much at all. I'd been on it once, twice, a couple other times, but I wasn't able to stay on it because I couldn't get it. There wasn't enough around. Well, that one don't want to come. I'm having some problems. I'll work on it later. Let me get a different one. Let me see if I got another cream in this on that other one in my big fold-out. Where is it? Right here. Is that, yeah, this is color. Let's try this, I guess. I started looking for a cream instead of a white. Let's try this. And then I'm going to get my little thing here. Like that. Yep, that works for me. Here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then the second month she raised it, and then we raised it this last one. The worst part of it is after you do the injection. I do it every Thursday. Usually I was getting hungry by by Wednesday or Tuesday. I was starting to get hungry, and then she raised the dosage, and I wasn't hungry even when I took it yesterday. I took it right before I got my went to do my hair, but I ate something. I ate a pizza before I left because I shoved it down because I was late. I didn't want to get. Sometimes if I don't eat, I'll feel sick, and you got to eat. You're supposed to be eating. But anyway, with this stuff, you don't have any interest really in eating very much. It's not that you're sick; you just don't feel like it. But the first usually the first day or two I'm on it. Usually it was usually like Friday and Saturday. I get such heartburn, and it'd be all night, all day. I picked up some Pepsid for it, which seems to be helping it a lot. It was horrible yesterday. Today's been real good. That's my biggest downfall, and I guess it's pretty common to have that. So, but it really takes any hunger away, any thought of wanting to eat, or you're just not hungry. Not hungry. And if you want to eat, I can cook a steak. I won't. Well, what I have the night before that, I made brats. I made brats, and then I made pork and beans, and I had cucumbers that I picked up when I left John's house that Monday. I went and got some more cucumbers from the lady, so I could make some refrigerated pickles, and so I had those, and I had corn on the cob. I ate a few bites of corn on the cob, which was so good. Could have kept eating it. I wanted to, and then I had a few pickles, and I was done with that. I wasn't even hungry. I didn't even want my brat. And I made my second. I went and got a knife then because I didn't feel like I was already full. So why eat? And but I didn't want to leave it. I felt horrible leaving it. So I went and got a knife, and I took a few bites out of the brat. You had cut up a few pieces of the brat and eat that, just so I had some meat, I guess. And that was it. But you're not hungry. You really, or when you do eat, you don't eat that much. And you don't want to either, because that's where the heartburn comes from. Because this stuff slows down how fast your body uses the food that you put in your stomach, how fast it digests it. And this slows it way down, so it stays in your stomach a long time. So you don't want to eat too much, overeat either, because then you got all that food sitting in your stomach, and yeah, you're going to get heartburn. You can see it. But it don't matter how much I eat, I get heartburn. But I could tell I was hungrier yesterday before, because I did eat that whole piece of pizza. A lot of times I don't even have an interest to finish it, but I was in a hurry to get out of here, so I wasn't even really thinking about it. I just scarfed it down to get on my way, because I was running late, of course. So all I'm doing is sort of matting it, pushing it in there. Just giving it a little color. Do this one. But yeah, this stuff works really good, I think. My oldest daughter's on a shot. It does make her sick. Does it give her heartburn? Is that what it does? She's probably on the same thing I am. It's Zepbound, it's called. There's Zepbound and there's Wegovy. But yeah, you have no interest in eating, really. It doesn't even entice you. I mean, I go all day without eating, and it comes to supper time, I'm not even hungry then. I've been only eating like one meal a day because that's all I'm hungry. I mean, I make myself eat the one. My stomach don't grow, you know, nothing like that. So it's, you know, it does help, that's for sure. But I probably won't even need it anymore because once I get so far dieting, I get pretty stubborn about quitting and I stick to it pretty good. So even if I didn't take it now, I'd probably be fine. Tell you the truth. And eventually I'll get off of it. Okay. I think I want some more white on this guy yet. I don't know if I like this guy. Maybe I want to just put one white. Maybe I'm going to just do a few white lines in there now. Well, we're going to put those lines here. I want some down here. Here. I think so. I think we'll do that. Maybe like that. Let's see. Shirley's actually, she's on it, but she's on a different one because if she's got diabetes, she's on a stronger one yet. She's got 51 pounds off. But yeah, it's amazing. I'm sure I'll start seeing my clothes coming up now too. Not like I get changed very much, but I have noticed it, and so I went down a jean size already, and so yeah, I'm glad. I mean, it's about time I do something. It's so hard. It's so hard to move around even, you know. Way too big. I was out of breath all the time. Yeah, I was blaming it on my asthma, but it was the weight too. It was more the weight because I feel pretty good now. Even though I got a ways I want to go yet. But at least I got the start. That's the main part. Alright, let's put that one back. I think we're going to glue this baby together. I think we're done. And we'll get it on the comb here. Let's get some glue. See how she looks. Yeah, I'm not feeling good. Like I was horrible yesterday, the day I took it. But I ate that pizza and that might have done it. But you know, you should be able to eat something. My stomach was empty to start with. But I had heartburn all day. I've still got it a little bit. I was working on the laser going, oh my gosh, I feel like crap. I gotta get some Pepsid in me. Get rid of it. Okay, let's let that sit there. I think that's on there pretty good. I'll get these on. So these are pretty easy, guys. Pretty easy to do. I think when they're on sale, they're about $3.99. They're not bad in price. I priced them pretty low because there isn't all that much to them, really. Like I said, not. I think the Santa Claus, there's the Santa Gnome. He's got a few more pieces. Some of them got a few more than these, but I brought the mummy up too. The mummy's right here. We were going to do this one, but I'm not going to. But this is all, it's all one piece. All of it is. And then those are scored in there a little darker for you already. I was going to paint it white and then bring in some grays in those lines and then some black, a little black more on the edges is all I'd do. I bet it would be super easy to do too. Super, super easy. That don't look too bad, I guess. I think we'll go with it. I'm still better, I feel, at painting than I am at, you know, even doing it like this. So I should try one, just painting one yet too, which I probably will. Let me pick this stuff up and get this paint put away before we do that. Put it on there and let that glue, we'll let that dry up a second. I'm going to have to get all the paint I got out behind me now and get that all put back into, moved out of there so I can put shelving up. That's going to be a job too. But I can do it. Just drill some holes, make the blues all out of here. I don't know what I'm going to put. I need an empty bottle to put my navy blue in. I'll just look for a close to empty blue one. But I have another one of it. Probably what I'll do. And put it in there. Because I just bought that navy blue too and I didn't have one. I know I don't have one. And I won't need this shelf anymore. This one's sort of, I don't really like this one that I got the paint in behind me. It's just not as convenient as that, the round ones, because those just Just drop it in there and it slides right in for you. It's easy. Here. Okay, almost got them all. I like to wait too because I tend to move them too quickly and then it moves on me. And our camera didn't move today. Amazing, what the heck? Why does it do it one day and not the next? Beyond me, guys. Beyond me. Let me make sure I'm still charging over there. I haven't looked now. We're at 6%, so at least it didn't drop really fast. I don't know why that one didn't charge. Well, I didn't have it plugged in when I got up here. I did plug it in when I got up here. All right, let's get the comb. I'm just going to move this stuff. Get these Q-tips out of here. We'll have this all cleaned up, so by the time I turn it up, it should be good. That black one can go there. Nope, that's my black one for the other one. All right. There. Whoops, get these guys. These can go back in the water. That one. All right, yeah. This time I brought a... You can buy these combs in different colors because this one we used a brown. I got light brown ones and I got black ones. So I'm going to just scratch it up a little bit. That's probably what I was finding on the table here in brown too. I'm sure it was. I probably, like there, you can see the little pieces. So just a little bit. Now, I would seal these, and obviously I'm going to have trouble sealing them because I'm gluing them on right now. I would seal them before you glue them on. I'll have to paint the sealant on them is what I'll do. I got some liquid stuff I can paint. So I'll do it that way. See, and I didn't do it first. I used to seal them all by hand, by painting it. Poly grip or whatever it was. Poly something, I don't remember. Just put the glue on there and then put it on there. Just like that. I'm going to let that dry a second. Oops, I want this in closer to the edge. Right there. See, I think that'd be cute in your hair. Anybody's hair. I got an app. I can probably show you on the other phone too. Where it changed my hair for me into different styles. I had brown and blonde. It was pretty funny. Pretty funny, let me tell you. It was actually an app you had to pay for, but you got so many days free, so I did it. And then I deleted it and got it off of there and canceled it. So, but it was fun to do. All right, I think you'll see. It was fun. There. Thanks, Holly. They're fun. I think there's something different, and you can make them your hair, your daughter's hair. Like I said, a gift for someone. There's a dental one. I don't know. I'll buy it unless somebody wants it. But for a dentist, that was cute. Let that dry a minute. Here's the two we did tonight. Where's my gingerbread one? Right here. Let's get her over there too. This one I did with all ink too. I did use a little bit of paint on the body though, actually, to tell you the truth. I did today because I got it dirty. I had to paint over it. So yes, there's those three. The Santa one I got downstairs is really cute. This was cute. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Was I going to do that on him? Yeah, I thought about it. Hold on. I have a link in my link tree to these guys too. These are little bitty bows off of Amazon. And it's in my link tree. It's in my store. I'm going to put either a little bow on him. That I'll need to, well, I can probably use this glue. So I was either going to do, I think the black might, I don't know. The black one? You tell me, the black one or the brown one? I don't think the brown's going to show up very good. I don't think red will look good. Red won't look good. So I think the black's going to be the best, isn't it? Like that. So these are perfect. And I use these on those ornaments too. These are the little bows I used on the Joy ones I showed you guys earlier. These guys. If you were here. That I put beads on. I put beads on and a little bow on these guys. And I just sort of two of the plaid and then a black one. And so forth. So these are sort of nice and you don't have to make them too because they're nice and little. Yeah, I like the black better too, okay. So we'll put the black bow on there. Here. And I've got, I don't know, there's about 4 or 5 more of them on the site that I don't have here. That we have not painted. I don't have painted. But they're really cute. Whoops. If I don't paint them, the girls will be painting them. So There. Oh, we gotta do the other side too. What am I thinking? I wonder if this will work. I would think it would. Let's let it sit there a minute. I need another bowl. Where I set them? All right, I just had them. Where'd they go? Right here. Okay. We need one on each side. I got all that kind of stuff like that. I never think of using it, so I gotta start using it because it adds a lot to stuff like this, I think. Let's see there. I'm gonna get my hot glue going. That don't seem to want to stick too well. I don't know. It looks good on wood, but I would imagine it would work. But let me see if this is still hot. Nope. So that should only take a minute. We'll see if it's glued by then. But I do like the hair on it. That added a lot. The hair is cute. I could see it sticking out of the top though, because you do see scarecrows like that where the hair comes out the top too. That would be cute. Look at all the paint on me. Jeepers. Yeah, I agree. Black looked a lot better than the other ones. I bought some other bows on there. I didn't bring them up, but they're like the Grinch green with red. They're really cute. Little bitty ones like that. I'm gonna use them on something yet. Something I paint will put them on. I just don't know what. But yeah, I think adding little stuff like that, just takes a little bit of time, but it adds so much to things. Little bows or the hair or whatever. Those pumpkins I couldn't have done much or the gingerbread if I didn't have a bow on them. I could have, but let's see. It's starting to. Let's see if we get blue here. So we put it on. Put it out here, I think. It's on that side. It should really be. It's on the low side. I put it on. I guess it don't really matter. I want it on the high side over here. I'm going to switch it up. See if I can get some glue. Not too much yet. Nope. I'm going to switch it up and put it on this side, I think. Let me see. You can make your bow stick. I'm going to make my bow stick up better while I'm waiting. Where'd my pick go? Right there. I can just make this go like that. Here. Possibly see if it works. Not too much. It's obviously it doesn't have wire in it. It's not wired. It's just a thinner ribbon. Come on. All right. Anytime now. There we go. Yeah, that's about all it's going to do. Alright. Let's see, I think I'm going to put it on the same side so it's not. No, it's still not. It's getting warm. Come on. Nothing. How blue is this one on there? I think I'd still put some glue under here. Somewhat staying there. Because when you're waiting for it, it seems to take forever. But yeah, I'm really happy with them. I think I'm glad I decided to do them and bought her license because I really like them. I think they're really cute. Really, really cute. You could bag these at a show and put them in a bag and hang them. I think would be good. I should be, come on, blue. It's getting softer. It should be coming. And I'll show you guys the shelf I made for behind me yet. As soon as I get some glue out of here. It's hot. So anyway, yeah, I just showed you the ornaments I made. And those, again, I glued this. I did glue these on with hot glue. A lot of times I put a knot above these, but I didn't because it's pretty tight in there. I think it'll be okay. But I like the, I like the bow on it. I thought that was really cute. I thought it just added something. It still ain't going. Oh well. And I'll show you these guys. These are a couple of the same lady's ornaments. I sort of showed them to you last week really quick. I'll show you how this Santa Lordy looks like while we're waiting for that key. Because he's really cool. I think he's really cool. This is, I think this is a Santa from her collection. It's with the claws collection, it's called. And it's part of the ones where I told you about his uniforms are hanging, or his his jacket. He's got his socks hanging. It's cute. It's called the Claws collection. But he's got a lot of pieces. See, there's the back piece. And then you have this piece here. And then you have this next piece here. So there's a lot of layers to these guys, which is sort of neat. This here, yep, that's his hat, and that's his beard. It'll go like that. And then we get his mustache here. And there's this piece. Oh, that piece, yep. Oops, so this goes underneath his shoe there, and then this one. So it makes him, he's really dimensional. Really, really dimensional. I'll show you here. He's many layers thick. Look at, let me hold him right here. Right here. He's that thick. 4 layers up here. So I have to get a little bit more for him because he's, it's a lot more wood. And then this here is a piece of clear acrylic, which is going to go underneath here. It's going to go fit right in there. So it's going to make it sort of like there's glass there, basically. It's a little piece of acrylic that I cut to put in there. So I think he's pretty neat. He's going to be, I think he's going to be fun to paint. So yeah, so that it's a Santa. It's a different looking Santa too. It's not like the regular Santa we're used to either. He's a little different. Bobby, what's going on here? There's more. I've got more. There it comes. Okay, I got it. Let me put that. Let me pick this guy up. Put him back. So this one I'll be listing. I got to take it down with me and get a picture. And the same with the other ones. I got 2 more behind me. I think one's melting snowman. Melting snowman and a teacup. So those I'll be listing too. Let's get him back here. Whoops, not that one, this one here. Put a little bit of glue here. A little bit more. Now do one come up. There we go. Now I got it. Plenty. Alright. There. We got an instant bowl. And this one, that sounded pretty good. I'm putting a little bit on this side. If I can get in there. Let's see what I'm doing. That glue gun isn't behaving very good right now for some reason. It doesn't want to squeeze, and it's hot. There. Maybe it's getting old. I poked that one up too a little bit. There. Alright. Alright, I'll shut this off. So that is it for the night, guys. That's all I got for you. I'll update the pictures of these once I get them done. Once I get them, well, they're done actually, besides for sealing them. So I'll probably take pictures of them first. I'll aim you guys up. Here you go. Oh, I was going to show you my paint rack. Let me zoom out so you can see more of it. Because I'll never be able to hold it this high. 1 second. Here. Right there. Oops. I get both fingers over here. How percent we got left? 6, so we're good. Alright, there. And let me grab it here. Got it laying on the floor. I didn't know where else to put it. I'll show you how it's made here too in a second. So this only came with 6 bottles wide. So I adjusted it. Because if I had to make them and they're only 6 wide and make them go up and down in there, it would take me forever. So I made them into 12. You see the holes there to hang it. There. So it's good. It's got, how many rows do I have here? 2, 4, 6, 8 rows. And it'll stay, it won't bend like that once it's all together. But what it is, whoops, it's coming apart right now. They're each in sections of 2 rows like this, and then they clip onto each other like that. And then I'm putting little support pieces of wood underneath there. That's all coming apart on me now, which is fine. It does, whoops, it will because of, come out of there, because I'm bending it. When it's straight, it doesn't. Let me take this one apart. I can hold it right there. On this one, you can see I put a little piece of wood here. So, and that's for the shelf that ends up sitting there just to give it support in the middle because I made it longer. So there was nothing in the middle of here. Once you get all the paint in there, I glued that one to hold it. So I put that in there. So now it's a matter of seeing how many of these I need. But this is going to hold, what I say, 8 rows times 12. So what is that? 8 times 12? 16, 8. Is it 96? The whole 96, and I think that's really close to what the turntables do. So I know I'll need at least 2, probably 3. Plus I got all those. I'll need at least 3 rows. And they'll fit from right there down to my shelving. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. What I'm going to do there yet. And I see he brought me back my grinder right there. My little grinder I was complaining about. It's gone. So, but I don't have room for it there either. I got to make room up here. I got to make room somewhere. Somehow. All right, I'm going to get off of here so I can clean this up. I just wanted to show you how it looked like. Thanks, Holly. Thanks for joining us. There is no tab for the stand. What stand, Kay, are you talking about? There's no tab for the stand. I don't know what you mean. I sort of lost me there. I use those bows a lot. I love. Yeah, they are nice not to have to make. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to get off of here. I will talk to you guys all later. So these were them again. These were the 2 we did tonight. Right there. And they're good size. And if you have cute size, you know, you put in your hair here. Be a good size in your hair in the back. I think it'd be really cute. I think it'd be cute. So anyway, all right. On that Santa. What Santa are we talking about, Kay? How come I'm lost on what Santa? I didn't have a Santa. Just call me. I'm going to get off of here. You can call me, Kay. I don't know. I'm lost. So anyway. All right, you guys have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. I'll let you know how my reunion goes. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a great week, everyone. Thanks.